You could have photos like this if you quit your job, sold all your stuff, and took off to travel around the world. More and more professionals these days are following their dreams and leaving it all behind. Wendy Rieger is here with their stories. Wendy?
Well, you know, it's one thing to get away for a while, but this is heavy-duty globe-trotting, mid-career. People who do it say it refreshes the spirit and allows you to discover the world and yourself.
Last year, Michael Cull and Rebecca Ward spent 6 months backpacking through South and Southeast Asia, seeing the beauty of Indonesia, Myanmar, Cambodia, India.
Well, I call it the Magellan instincts for why people have this desire to travel around the world.
They knew they couldn't do it in the vacation time allotted by their jobs.
And we actually circumnavigated the globe.
So they quit and just decided to go for it.
In two and a half months, we sold our house. We sold a lot of our belongings.
Have they lost their minds or finally found them?
I think it can be a wonderfully cleansing and renewing experience for people.
Don George, travel editor for the Lonely Planet Guide, says exploring the world is becoming a trend among established professionals who feel life has become stale and predictable.
And some people actually feel like, this is it, I'm ready for an adventure, I want to leave everything, make a clean cut, and just take off.
David Lee of Arlington is going over his spreadsheet. He wants to spend 1 to 2 years traveling the world and is willing to give up everything to do it.
There's just so much out there to see, and being able to take only a week or two off every year is just not enough to do it.
Lee figures he'll need $30,000 to float this adventure. He realizes the enormity of dropping out to tour the world.
It's frightening.
But the map on the wall with his itinerary keeps him focused. But what about that job thing? Is ditching the career midstream really a good idea? Don George says, you may be surprised.
As more and more employers actually are looking favorably on this kind of thing. They think that actually the employees will come back and they'll be even more rejuvenated. They'll be able to work more productively.
Rebecca's boss, Booz Allen, kept her seat warm while she traveled. When she returned, she got her job back. They insist this was worth the risk. 6 months out there brought spiritual transformation and new insight.
It was amazing how little you really need to not only be happy, but to really feel a sense of freedom.
Life reduced to a backpack, and they still didn't use everything in it. In the noisy clutter of contemporary life, the nomad within challenges us to wander off, get lost so that we can be found. But can we? Can we really do it? It may do us a world of good.
And we went on the web and found a lot of professionals are putting life on hold so they can discover a new one. But Michael Cull and Rebecca Ward warn it isn't always a blast. We'll have the rest of their story tomorrow on News 4 at 5.
I like Doreen's question. What about those pesky children?
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this, which you'll see tomorrow? Some people are taking their kids out of school and taking them with them.
That would truly be a challenge.
Yeah.
That would definitely be a spiritual discovery.
I want to hear the part about what it's like to go back to work after
Re-entry, yeah. Re-entry is interesting. Yeah.
Does anybody really want to go back to work?